Good morning. Hello. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to be back. Today, I am feeling worlds better than I was yesterday. So I'm so glad I waited because I would rather bring you this version of Molly than the one that is in bed crying. I have my special migraine-free glasses today, so please excuse my fear and loathing in Las Vegas look. We've got steel mace today. I'm going to be using my 10-pound mace. So you can go ahead and get yours at the ready. We're going to start with a little bit of body weight mobility, get ourselves activated, some strength moves today, and then we're going to move to our flow to finish. So some fun today for sure. Let's take it down now, starting on our quadruped position, hands and knees, hands right underneath the shoulders, knees right underneath the hips, and let's take that deep breath in and push up into our spine towards the ceiling, big stretch expansion, and then exhale, squeeze and compress. And we're just going to go with the flow here for 5 cat-cows. Big inhale and big exhale. And 3. And 2. And 1. And with that, take it down onto your side. I'm going to lay with our hips stacked, knees stacked, shoulders stacked. And let's open it up in a big open book. We're going to take 5 of these as well. Big reach. And 3. Four. And finish with 5. Take it over to your other side now. 5 open books over here. Might notice one side feels a little tighter than the other. Perfectly normal. One more of these open books. And then we're going to take it up to sitting position, get into our shin box formation. Each leg is at a 90-degree angle. You can take your hands to the side. We're going to walk it forward, take it down to the elbows if that's feeling comfortable. We want to keep our knees on the ground wherever you're at. So if that's up on your hands or down on your elbows, something comfortable. Nice deep breath. Walk those hands back behind your hips. Flip those legs over without moving your knees. Your heels. Definitely going to move those knees. And again, walk it forward. Big stretch. We're going to take it back now. You can do this with your hands behind, or if you'd like to go hands free. I'm just going to switch back and forth here. Open up those hips. And then take it down to your back. I'm going to grab one of our legs behind the knee, straighten and flex that leg. Stretch out your hamstring. I'm going to take this for 5 as well. Feel that stretch behind the knee all the way down the back of the thigh here. And switch it over. Excellent. And I'm going to roll it over. You can start on your quadruped here. Dig in those toes. And now we're going to push up and back into our downward dog. Walk out those heels. Walk out those hips, those hamstrings. Push your chest towards your knees. And we're going to go for 10 ankle reaches. You're going to reach across towards your opposite ankle with that hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8, 9, and 10, and finish with an inchworm. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Walk it out towards a plank for 5. In and out. Load up those shoulders. Feel the stretch in the back of the legs as you walk it back. And 2 more of these inchworm walkouts. And finally, walk myself back and roll up nice and slow. Keep that chin tucked until you're fully upright. Let's grab that mace now. Heavy side down on the ground. You're going to take a wide triangle stance, and we're just going to stretch by pivoting over with our mace, the handle of the mace. It's a big stretch each side. Work it side to side. Feel that nice rotation. And now let's add a little bit of lunge to it. Over to the side and over to the side. Keep going. Loosen everything up. Keep my mace on the mat. Back to center. Take those feet, put them next to each other. We're going to have our mace next to our leg here, heavy side down on the ground still. You can take a step back. So I've got my forward leg next to my mace, and now I'm going to use my mace to twist into this lunge even deeper. Step it back. I'll show it from the front so you can get a different view. And step back and stretch. And let's go through 3 more on this side. And last one. Trade places with your mace. Step the other leg back and stretch. You're just using that mace as a grounding point. It's going to help enhance the stability of our stretch here. And 2 more. And last one. All right. Feeling nice and loosened up. I'm going to take it down to the ground. We're going to have 3 moves here in our warm-up. Have a sip of water. We're going to do some mace-loaded windshield wipers. What that's going to look like, I've got my mace fairly evenly in my hands. I'm going to come into my dead bug formation. I'm going to keep my knees nice and close together, rolling them over to the side, back to the center. And we're going to take it for 10, 5 on each side. Squeeze those knees. And 2 more. And then, of course, I'm going to switch that mace around and do loaded the other way. Side to side. Give me a 10 count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Now up to standing. Gonna have our traditional hold. Hand up on the heavy side, hand down on the handle. I'm going to perform a switch and jump. Switch and jump. And we're gonna do 10 of these. All right, so mace switch, catch in the position, jump with the mace, and switch. Five more. Last one. Finally, last part of our warm-up, down to the ground here. Half kneeling position. I'm going to put my mace up behind my back. We're going to do a pendulum swing. So I've got it up behind. I'm holding the top grip. Mace is going to swing side to side, looser in the hands to allow it to swing. And give me a 10 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switching sides, back up behind, and 10, 9, 8, hit myself, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Quick rest. We're going to run through 2 more times, but I did just realize we don't have any music. Problem solved. That's a little better. Back to our windshield wipers. Down to the ground. We're going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 1. I'll turn that mace around safely. And another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To our jump, switch. Remember, we're petting the cat up and down, and jump. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Down to the ground. Half kneeling, pendulum, 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Woo! That's a blooper. Okay, I hit my wall, but no damage. Lesson learned, stay away from the wall, Molly. Switch sides. If you could hear that. I'm glad I turned around and I didn't ruin my wall. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, water up. One more round here. And let's bring it down. Okay, windmill. Those legs. Whoop. I need to move away from my wall when I'm doing Mace. Sorry. Windshield wiper. Those legs. 10. And 8, 9, 10. Switch the Mace. Always bring it close to your body to switch for safety. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back up. Switch and jump. And switch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back down. Mindful of my wall here. Okay, nicely stacked in my core. And we're going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch your legs. And again, swing for 10. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay, water up. We're about to get into our strength set. All right. So if you remember our goblet position for our mace, that's going to be holding the handle like so, mace straight up in front of us. The further down you hold on the mace, the harder this is going to be. Hands fairly close to each other, and we're going to take a wide stance for a lateral goblet squat. So we're going to hold our wide triangle stance. I'm going to push that mace slightly out in front. Doesn't have to be all the way out. Just make sure it's a little bit in front of your body. And we're going to take it over to the side. I'm going to go 5 on each side. And the further you drop, you might benefit if you extend that mace out a little further. It'll help you keep your balance on your heels. 4, 5, now to the other side. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, I'm going to grab the mace. Both hands are palms up. We're going to do our uppercut press. So I'm going to push just the heavy side up. As I pivot, think of it like punching an uppercut. So I'm going to punch up to the side. I'm going to go 5 on each side. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to switch to the other side. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, keeping the mace, same grip, okay? I've got the heavy side over my right leg. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to step my right leg back. So I'm in this split stance. I'm gonna hinge over slightly, as much as I can do without arching my back or rounding it too much, right in the middle there. And I'm gonna pull the mace in close to my body, like so. Then, just the heavy side, I'm gonna reach it down and row it up. And we're gonna do 10 of these rows. Reach and pull. 2, 3, keep the other side close to your chest. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch our mace. We're going to do the other side. Remember, double overhand grip. Okay, I'm going to step the heavy side back, hinge over, pull to the chest, and row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now finally, the last one, we're going to do a mace get up. We're just gonna do to our tall sit. So I'm gonna grab by the heavy. Oh, I'm on a mission to punch through my walls today. So let's take it lying. We're holding the heavy side of the mace. I'm gonna start by rolling to the side, onto my elbow, push up into my tall sitting position, and that is it. Now we'll take it back down, elbow, and down. We're gonna go through 4. Roll to the side, and up, down, and down. And 3, and 4. Bring it close to the body to switch hands. Switch your leg as well. Roll to the side, elbow, and tall sit. Down to the floor and down. Oh, I gotta watch myself today. Maybe our next mace class will be outside. 2, 3, and 4. All right. So those 4 moves: lateral squat, uppercut press, bent over row, and a split stance, and our tall sit, get up, are going to be our 4 moves. We're going to go through 2 more rounds. Water up. Just full of bang and everything today. Hitting my mace with my water bottle. Hitting my walls with my mace. Maybe being in a corner wasn't a good idea for this class. Okay. Goblet position. Nice and wide. Let you see from the side a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm going to reach out a little more as I drop in that squat. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet a little closer, double overhand, and press for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it over and press for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bringing it, same stance, or same grip rather, switch our stance. Step it back, split stance, weights in my front leg. I'm gonna hinge it over, pull the mace close to my chest, and row. One side for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it over. Split stance, weights in my front leg, hinging over, mace close to my chest, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Finally, down to the ground. And mace up, roll to the side, tall sit, back to your elbow, and roll. Whew. And 2. 3. And 4. Bring it close to your body. Switch sides safely. Roll and sit. Two. 3. 4. And just 4. Bring it back up. I was ready to go to 5 or 10. Okay, sip of water. One last set of our strength moves, and we're gonna put it together in a little flow. Starting with our goblet lateral squat. Okay, I'm gonna go further down on my mace now, out of my body. Okay, and over to the side and reach. 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch other side. 2, stay upright. 3, 4, 5. Okay, bring that stance in, heels under your hips, and press for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it over and press 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same grip. Take that leg back, hinge it over, mace into the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch that mace. Step back, weights in my front foot, hinging over, pull to the chest, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down, grand finale for our forward get-ups, side and up, and 2, 3, and 4. Rest of the body to switch. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, guys. Water up. It's flow time. So we'll start off nice and slow here, go through our moves, kind of like how we do for kettlebell flow, and then we will put it together and see if we can get something nice and smooth out of it, all right? So we are going to have our mace starting traditional hold, palm up and palm down, a little mix. We're gonna start with a lateral lunge, okay? We're just gonna hold our mace here, and as I lunge, I'm gonna drop the heavy side of the mace down towards my ankle. So you actually get a little bit of that rowing action that we just did. One side's gonna stay up, one side's gonna reach down. We're gonna come up back together, switch our mace, and as you switch, I want you to do a tricky little trick here. I'll show it close with my hands. So I've got mixed grip. When I switch, I'm gonna switch it to an open grip. And I'm gonna do that, see if I can show just the hands. So as I switch, this is coming up, this is coming down, and then this hand is spinning around. So I've got mixed grip, double overhand grip. So to go from the start, mixed grip, lunge, reach that mace, come up, switch into your double overhand. You can probably guess, now we're gonna press. I'm gonna come back down, step back into that position, and row. Boom. Then I'm gonna switch that hand around again to mixed grip, okay? Just a little pivot, kind of pivot on the palm here. Can you see what I'm doing? All right, I keep my heel of my palm on my mace as I'm switching. So I just did my row, switch my grip, step to the other side. Now I've done my lunge on the other side, come up, switch to double overhand, press, step it back, hinge over, row. And now we've done both sides. Now I switch my grip again. I don't switch my mace. Lunge, mace to the floor, come up, switch with a grip switch. Press, step back, hinge, row. Come up, switch my grip, step, lunge. Switch my mace, switch my grip, press, back, step back, and row. All together now. Lunge, mace down. Come up, mace switch, press, come back, step, hinge, row. Switch my grip, lunge to the side, switch my mace, switch my grip, press, step back, row. Let's do it again. Switch my grip, lunge, switch, press, step, row. Switch my grip, step, switch my mace, press, come back, step back, row. One more time. Grip, lunge, switch, press, step, row, grip, lunge, switch, press, step, row. Very good, okay? That's our flow. Let's see now. We'll get the timer going for a minute interval, and let's see how we do. Oh. All right, are we ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Lunge to the side. Switch to press. Step back, row to finish. Change your grip. Step to the side. Switch, press, step it back, row. Very good. Switch your grip. Lunge to the side. Switch your mace and press. Step it back and row. Switch your grip, lunge to the side. Switch your mace and press. Step back and row. Again, switch your grip, lunge to the side. Switch your mace, press to the ceiling. Step back and row. Switch your grip and step. Switch your mace, press, step it back, and row, and done. Okay, I'm gonna grab some water. So, it's about to get real, because I'm going to stop calling out on our next set. Okay, we've already spent a little bit of time with these moves, so if you need to, pause, rewind, go back to the start with our strength set, practice those moves. If you feel like you're not feeling at home in those moves and you're like, ooh, what do I do? Practice the strength moves on their own before we put them into a flow, just like we do with kettlebell flow. Are you ready? So I'm gonna call out these moves for only half of our set this time, only 30 seconds. Start in your mixed grip. We're gonna go lunge to the side in 4, 3, 2, and step to the side. Switch your mace. Press to the ceiling, step it back, and row. Switch your grip, step. Switch your mace, press, step it back, and row. Now 30 seconds without me. Okay, 15 more seconds. You go as slow as you need to. The brain likes to move slow when we're learning motor movements. Almost there. Finish up this side. And rest. Excellent. Stop my timer there. Here it comes. The big flow. So now we're gonna go ahead and do it. A minute, and I am not gonna call it out, okay? I want you to try and feel this out. This is the part of dance class where the teacher makes you turn away from the mirror and do the choreography on your own. And I know how stressful that can be. So don't worry, don't overthink it. Move at your own pace, okay? We don't have to go on the beat. I just need you to feel like you're able to stitch these moves together in a way that feels good for you. Here we go. Last set. Start in your mixed grip. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. We're about halfway through here. Whoop. Finish up. We're gonna do one more on the other side. Excellent. And rest. Bring those maces down to let them rest. Okay. I hope your flow went well. You can tell on my last set there, thinking about the timing and talking, I did have a couple times where I had to pause. And that's really what I mean when we're talking about flow. Let yourself get into that flow state. If you're distracted thinking about other things or thinking about, you know, okay, what's coming after this thing? Try to just move through the movements without trying to process it mentally. I want to get that mind-body connection. Well, that will do it for our strength and flow class today. I hope you enjoyed our little mini Mace flow. I'm excited to do more of these in the future. If you did not see the email, I will be changing the structure of how we're bringing classes. Obviously, the pandemic, you know, when it first started and we started our classes, there was, you know, no gyms open, nothing like that. And I was able to focus a lot of time on bringing you classes. And as things are progressing out of the pandemic, I am realizing that my schedule is getting back to being more full and it's taking a little bit more time for me to spend making classes and producing them for you. I don't want to stop doing that. So what I'm doing is changing it. So I'm gonna have some shorter flows and practices that will be just available for free. The library will still be up come June, July, when I'm renewing my domain. I'll make some changes to our membership prices. And of course, I'm going to continue adding Steel Mace to the library as well. If you have any questions regarding that, please feel free to reach out. You can send me a note from the website or email me at molly.h.mcmahon@gmail.com. And other than that, I'm glad you spent this flow Saturday with me today. I'm glad I'm feeling so much better today. It's always a love to be able to share this stuff with you guys, and I really appreciate your time and attention. So thank you, and have a great rest of your week.